Predator-prey interactions, I think, are really interesting, in part because they're a really, you might almost call it a crucible for evolution. It's a very high-stakes interaction. One of the things about this electric eel's biology is that essentially it's a battery immersed in water. And that means when it's trying to shock something that's nearby, a lot of that power is just distributed throughout the water, which is great if you're trying to shock a fish. But if a potential predator is reaching in to attack the eel, it's not an efficient way to deliver power. So the solution that the eel has come up with is to come out of the water, connect itself directly to that threat, and give it sort of a large jolt of almost all of its power. So it's a very efficient deterrent for a potential threatening animal, a predator that might go after the eel. And so I was working out what are the different components of this circuit that develops as the eel comes out of the water to shock something that threatens it, essentially maybe a predator. And basically what I did was design this container that allowed my hand to go into a water-filled chamber that was insulated from this water container, but was connected to the main body of water, which allowed the current to flow back to the eel's tail. And so essentially by having my hand in here when the eel leapt on my arm, I was able to measure the current that would flow through my arm back to the water and then back to the eel to complete the circuit. The other thing that's interesting about the way this electricity is delivered is it comes in pulses. In this case, what the eel is doing when it emerges and directly electrifies an animal is most certainly activating the pain receptors pretty intensively and pretty efficiently. Anybody who's worked on a farm, accidentally walked into the electric fence, it's about like that. It's not really gonna hurt you long term, but you're gonna know it and you're probably not gonna walk into the fence.